A 73-year-old grandmother recently scored higher on a memory test than people half her age. Her secret? 5 simple exercises she does every morning while drinking her coffee. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what she does. But first, you need to understand why your brain starts slowing down after 50. And more importantly, the one mistake most people make that actually speeds up cognitive decline. After age 50, your brain loses about 5% of its volume each decade. Sounds scary, right? But here's what doctors don't always tell you: that decline is optional. Studies show that people who do specific types of mental exercises can actually grow new brain cells well into their 80s. But there's a catch, and this is where most people go wrong. The brain exercises you probably think work, like crossword puzzles and Sudoku, they're good, but they're not enough. I'll show you why in just a moment, but first, let me reveal what actually happens inside your brain when you do the right kind of exercise. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity. Think of it like a muscle that can be rebuilt at any age. When you challenge your brain in specific ways, it creates new neural pathways, literal new connections between brain cells. Here's the fascinating part. The exercises that work best are the ones that feel slightly uncomfortable. That slight struggle? That's your brain rewiring itself. Now, the 73-year-old grandmother I mentioned? She does 5 exercises every single morning. I'm going to reveal all 5. But let's start with the most powerful one, the exercise that takes just 90 seconds but can improve your memory by up to 20% in just 2 weeks. Exercise number 1, the reverse day recall. Here's how it works. Every morning, recall what you did yesterday, but backwards. Start with the last thing you did before bed, then work your way back to when you woke up. Why does this work so well? Your brain has to work harder to retrieve memories in reverse order. It's like running backwards. It uses different muscles than forward running. Try to include sensory details. What you ate, what you smelled, who you talked to. The more detailed, the better. Do this for 90 seconds each morning. That's it. But here's something crucial that most people miss when they try this exercise. And it's the reason it doesn't work for them. I'll tell you what that mistake is right after I show you exercise number 2, because they actually work together. Exercise number 2, the non-dominant hand challenge. For the next 2 minutes of your morning routine, use your non-dominant hand for everything. Brushing your teeth, stirring your coffee, scrolling on your phone. This sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You're forcing your brain to create entirely new neural pathways for familiar tasks. Studies show this can improve cognitive function in just 30 days. Now, remember that mistake I mentioned about exercise number 1? Here it is. People try to recall their day while multitasking. The key is to close your eyes and eliminate distractions. When you combine the reverse day recall with full focus, you're essentially giving your hippocampus, your memory center, an intense workout. But we're just getting started. Exercise number 3 is the one that neurologists say can reduce your risk of dementia by 35%, and it has nothing to do with memory games. Exercise number 3, learn a new word every day the right way. Not just any word. Learn a word in a foreign language. Pick one language and stick with it. Just one word per day. But here's the trick. You have to use that word in 3 different sentences throughout your day. Say them out loud. This combination of learning and speaking activates multiple brain regions at once. By the end of a year, you'll know 365 words in a new language. But the real benefit isn't the language. It's the brain growth that happens when you're learning it. Now, exercises 4 and 5 work as a pair. In fact, if you only do 2 exercises from this list, these are the 2 you want. They target something called executive function, the part of your brain that controls planning, problem-solving, and attention. And here's what makes them special. Exercise number 4, the mental math sprint. Set a timer for 60 seconds. Do simple math problems in your head as fast as you can. Start with 100 minus 7, then keep subtracting 7 from each answer. 100, 93, 86, 79. No calculator, no fingers, just your brain. This exercise strengthens your working memory, the type of memory you use to hold and manipulate information. It's the first type to decline with age, but also the easiest to rebuild. Exercise number 5, the route visualization. Think of a route you drive or walk regularly, to the grocery store, to a friend's house, anywhere familiar. Now, in your mind, walk that route backwards. Visualize every turn, every landmark, in reverse. This combines spatial memory, visual processing, and sequential thinking. 3 brain functions in one exercise. Together, exercises 4 and 5 take about 3 minutes total, and they're the ones that the 73-year-old grandmother credits with her exceptional test scores. But there's one more thing you need to know if you want these exercises to actually work. When you do these exercises, matters. Your brain is most neuroplastic, most ready to form new connections within the first 2 hours of waking up. That's your golden window. Do all 5 exercises in this order. Reverse day recall, 90 seconds. Non-dominant hand challenge, 2 minutes. Learn a new word, 30 seconds. Mental math sprint, 60 seconds. Route visualization, 60 seconds. Total time, about 6 minutes. 6 minutes, that could be the difference between staying sharp at 75 or struggling to remember names at 65. But here's what nobody talks about. Consistency beats intensity. Doing these 5 exercises for 6 minutes every day is infinitely better than doing brain games for 2 hours once a week. That 73-year-old grandmother, she's been doing this routine for just 14 months. Before that, she was forgetting appointments, losing her keys, struggling with names. Now, her doctor says her cognitive function is in the top 10% for her age group. You don't need expensive programs. You don't need apps. You just need these 5 exercises and 6 minutes every morning. Start tomorrow. Put a reminder on your phone right now. And if you want to track your progress, write down how you feel today, your mental clarity, your memory, your focus. Then check back in 30 days. The brain you have at 70, 80, even 90. That's being built right now by what you do today. If you found this helpful, check out our next video on the 3 foods that neuroscientists say can boost brain function by 40%. The third one will surprise you.